I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to discounting. My general advice to founders is to avoid it as much as possible. But it can be an effective and legitimate tool if it's used strategically, not as a run-of-the-mill approach to magically improving your top-line sales. Now, the two reasons when discounting can be used effectively are, firstly, to move old or slow-moving stock, and secondly, to acquire new customers, but in certain scenarios, and use it with caution. Obsolete and slow-moving stock are the culprits behind bloated inventory balances. These are the products that have become dated because a newer, shinier version has been launched in the market. Now, there's no doubt you have a bunch of old or slow-moving stock that's simply sitting in your warehouse collecting dust. A lot of founders I work with are hesitant to write off or massively discount old stock because, well, hey, they're anchored to the idea that it's still worth something in the market. It's often left to the too hard basket because they're focused on selling and promoting the newer, sexier, shiny stuff. The reality is your old stock is a real cost of business. It's taking up valuable warehouse space, it's collecting dust and devaluing every day. But most importantly, it's sucking up your cash flow. Discounting is an effective tactic to clear the old product in order to make room for new SKUs that will sell. Ideally, you may have to sell these products at a lower margin or even at cost. Consider it a sunk cost. Now let's move on to the most popular reason why merchants discount: as a customer acquisition tool. Marketers love to use discounting as a tactic to attract new customers. Now, this is prevalent in discounting campaigns like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, end of financial year sales, Boxing Day sales, you name it. And it's because it works, right?
Are you sure about that?
Whilst discounting is a valid customer acquisition tactic, I find it's rare for managers to actually do the hard work and measure the efficacy of their discounting campaign. Managers should be asking these questions when designing their discounting campaign. What's the discounting budget we should set to attract this new customer? Is this the type of customer we actually want to attract? What is the payback period of this new customer? The third and final point is the most important. You see, the common rhetoric from marketers is that discounting is an effective tactic to get new customers into the door. And yeah, you may make a small profit or even a loss to acquire that customer now, but the hope is that they become profitable over their lifetime. Now, this is on the assumption that they become a repeat customer and pay full price for future products. This is a really big assumption and one that should be tracked and monitored via a cohort analysis. Of course, all of this assumes you can get that customer to pay full price in the future, which, as an accountant, I often challenge. The main risk of attracting new customers via discounting is that it sets a low price anchor at the beginning of a new relationship. Once the bar is set, and it's pretty low, it's often challenging to reset your customers' expectations to pay at the full price. Your customers have anchored themselves to the discounted price, and anything above that, it's perceived as expensive in their eyes. Equally, discounting can set a dangerous precedent because this customer becomes trained to only buy your product when it's on sale. If you're tired of cyclical sales in your business, your discounting strategy is just compounding it. This can quickly evolve into a vicious cycle of artificially boosting sales by discounting. And hey, from a top line perspective, sure, you're maintaining your revenue, but from a financial perspective, you are probably losing money. Ultimately, discounting to attract unprofitable customers is like buying friends to make you happy. Nobody wants that.